Hello, anybody coming in? I apologize for the late start. I had a minor nap attack earlier and slept right through my alarm that I have set up prior to the stream starting. Got a 15-minute timer and wound up an hour and a half late. So that is entirely on me. I apologize. I'm just sending the go live message now here. All right. As usual, I'm starting off and just chatting. I'll probably be jumping into Skyrim relatively quickly here. But if anyone does want to discuss news, gaming, politics, etc., I mean, politics, it is, there's a lot. There's a lot going on politically in the past couple of days. Today in particular has seen a whole lot. Um, but I am happy to discuss it, should anyone wish to join me on that. But, yeah, there's a fucking lot going on. For those who aren't keeping up, ICE continues to engage in Gestapo tactics by snatching up the lawyer of the student who was illegally deported and demanding to access his phone in an airport on his way back from a vacation. It shouldn't shock me. Guess it doesn't shock me, but I wish it did, you know? That being the case, and then Trump announced a 90-day stop on his tariffs, put a gun to everyone's head, and wants people to thank him for not pulling the trigger, or for only pulling the trigger a little bit. Which leaves us fucked economically, because, like, don't get me wrong, I know what he was doing. It's just market manipulation. Make the market tank so he and his billionaire buddies could buy for cheap. But absolutely no other country is gonna pause their tariffs. It just became clear that negotiation means nothing. So who fucking knows? It's all getting worse. And I apologize if you're here to get sort of an escapist thing going on from what's going on in the real world. Honestly, me too. But I feel it's genuinely important to discuss these things. Anybody who is interested, I was considering doing some reading streams for works in the public domain. Figured I would start with the OSS field manual for simple sabotage, published in 1944. You know, for some reason. Seems like a good place to start. So, let's see. I don't see anyone hopping into the chat at the moment, so I think we will just jump into Skyrim. No, that I told it to update the title and it went back to just chatting. Why? Come on, Skyrim. Yes, I am aware it's a mature rated game. Alright. Okay. Let me boot up the game. That would probably be a strong start. Launching. And let me switch over. Okay. Are we capturing? Yeah, okay, I think we are. Okay, we're capturing. Excellent. I'm going to continue from my last save game, which I did play a little off stream here. My initial intention was to go ahead and hop in and get a bunch of sawn logs on while I was off stream, just so I didn't have to sit there on stream and go through the cycle of pressing the button again and again. And that got annoying quick, so I just console commanded myself 10,000 gold. I double checked my gold before doing this and bought 1,000 sawn logs with that gold. And then I realized I didn't feel like making it a whole thing. Like, if I wanted to play Minecraft or a survival game, I would do that. So I just console commanded myself the stuff to get the entire house kitted out. Again, I didn't financially as a character benefit from this. I was careful to avoid that. I did get probably 15 levels worth of smithing. But that was fairly unavoidable just because I needed to make, like, iron fittings and stuff. But I now have a house with an alchemy station and an enchanting station. And that will be probably our home base for the remainder of this game. Apologies to anyone who was looking to see me struggle getting all that stuff. I've beaten this game before. I don't feel particularly bad just giving myself the stuff to outfit the house. Let's see. What quests do we have? Because, to be honest, I don't entirely remember what we were doing. I need to go find the Augur of Dunlane. Retrieve Nettlebane. Shallow's writings. Forbidden Legend. Leader of the Dawn Guard. Oh, Ruin's Drum wouldn't be a bad one to do. I'm just gonna level, even though I probably haven't gotten training. We'll do health. Okay, destruction is at 48, conjurations at 48. I want to keep these two perks until those hit 50. So that I can go adept in both. And I'd like to save the third for speech 60, so we're not going to burn any of those perks right now. And let me crouch before I fast travel. Do I have 2 quests active? I certainly seem to. Oh yeah, okay, speak to Farkas. And then the other one... No, apologies. Mike was in a bad spot there. The other one is down there. Got it. By Falkreath, so I guess we are going to fast travel to the stables and then take the carriage to Falkreath. For the record, the gold amount that I had was 364, so that's still what I'm working with. Let's see.
Need a ride? Where do you want to
Yep.
go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Okay. Make that 314.
Couldn't ask for better weather.
Okay.
Oh, steady, old girl.
Did you see a dog out there? Oh well. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
First of many microphone disconnects. Where? Where's the dragon? I hear the dragon. There we are. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. This is pretty distinctly a problem. Yep, that's right. Focus on guard. I am having distinct magicka issues. There we are.
Never seen such a thing.
Oh, actually.
What's happening?
Okay. The collection begins. And we double our gold. I can work with that. Let's see. Is that up this way, maybe? It's a distinct possibility. As usual, anybody in the chat is welcome to suggest a topic of conversation. Or lurk. Enjoy the stream. Come on. There we go. Don't see any enemies here. Alright. Apparently lots of mushrooms in the locality. Lots and lots of mushrooms, apparently. I apologize for the sniffling. The local tree pollen is fucking killing me. My eyes are red and sore. And my nose is a little sniffly. Excellent. My fast mining mod works. I knew it should work for iron ore, but I'd only tested it out on the clay and stone quarries at the house. That is an excellent quality of life mod. I remember that for the first time in something like Far Cry Primal, where there was an option in the menu to just turn off the gathering animations, so you could just hold the button and it would do it instead of your character crouching down to get the stuff. Just a great, like, little quality of life thing for something that you're gonna do again and again in a game. Pardon me. Sure. Lots and lots of mushrooms. Probably the big glowing cairn is nothing to be concerned about. Okay. Anything else? Lots else, apparently. I also need to invest some perks into alchemy as I start to level it up, just to make the potions more powerful and therefore more valuable. That's been my traditional make money route in Skyrim previously, is just get a decent alchemy setup going. Agrius' journal. Take the key. Take the mushrooms. Take more mushrooms. Okay. I think that's all the mushrooms in this room. Okay. Honestly, I shouldn't have grabbed the key. Should have lockpicked for the skill points. That was something, playing Fallout 76 with my dad, I would regularly hack a terminal that was used to unlock a safe and then not unlock it, just go and unlock it separately because both were worth XP. So you got some for the hack and then some for picking the lock. I had a pretty good character build going in there. Gunslinger with a Magnum revolver. I had one for close range, one for long range. And they were pretty friggin' punchy. By the time we stopped playing regularly, I was over level 50, so I had maxed out the weapon level. And I was pretty regularly one-shotting ghouls and other similar enemies. And what's the Scorched? Are the big ones in 76? Excellent. Oh god, I'm sorry, my fucking eye. Trying and failing not to rub at it. And for anyone wondering, yes, I have got Claritin on board. It's kind of hitting the end of its usefulness, but yes, I did in fact get that far. Trying to let the Atronach do some work here. There we go.
No one hides from the dead.
We get both? Okay. Okay. This shit again. Come on. There we go. Don't you hate when you have to loop your own summons? That looks like the way forward, actually. Okay, speaking of quality of life things, the ability to quickly dismiss your summon would have been very nice. Fuck it. Alright. That, not really what I was talking about, but gets the job done. No idea what that trap is. Oh, got it. Figured out what the trap is. Okay, he can't join me and trigger it. Good. Cool. On we go. Okay, come on. Well, he's definitely gonna hit those. I would say who's hiding, but I'm actively hiding, so can't really talk shit on that one. What are you doing? The fight is there. Yeah, apparently we have Draugr as well as ghosts. It's nice to see a diverse array of undead. Come on. There. Alright. That's what I thought. Man, apparently everything is right around level 50. Come on. Come on. There we go. Already have that spell tome, but I will happily sell it. Okay. Apparently this is the way forward. Any more mushrooms? Anything? Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm genuinely having trouble seeing out of my right eye just because it's watering so badly. So if I die or do anything stupid, that's definitely the reason, and I definitely didn't fuck up. Probably. Unrelated, I'm saving. Just got detected by something. I'm not clear on what. Probably them. Okay. That was needlessly exciting. Whatever, I guess I'll level my restoration bit. Okay. For anyone just tuning in, we are on our way to go get Riorn's drum because it's the last instrument that I'm missing from the college. Come on. Nice. Let's see. Snake. Greater Soul Gem. Glass Dagger is good. Light and expensive. I am a fan. Just fish on that one. And then bird on that one. And we should be able to flip that switch. Excellent. And is this a door I can pick over here? So it is. Excellent. Elven Shield, that's absolutely worth its weight. And this ought to level me on lockpicking. There we go. Excellent. And a scroll. Again, great weight value for sale later. I am not fond of scrolls in this game for the same reason that I'm not fond of them in D&D unless I'm a wizard. I fucking forget that I have them. They go into my inventory, they're noted down, and then in a combat situation I just default to whatever I'm used to. Generally speaking, if I'm going to get creative with the stuff in my pack in D&D, it's going to be in a non-combat scenario. Just exploration, I gotta figure something out, and then I realize we have a potion of water breathing or whatever on hand. Okay, again, I'm seeing detection, which suggests to me that we have more ghosts nearby. Let's see, this is the way forward. There we are. Come on. He's a pain in the ass in doorways, but he is undeniably effective. Yeah, it's worth it. Elven Warhammer, technically worth it within my categorization, but it will be probably the first thing I drop should I need to. Damn. Almost for free. Here we go. Okay. And forward. Alright. What all else do we have? I only kinda remember this, I believe we've found Haldir, who is fucking tough, if his health bar is anything to go by. We just get 5 big booms. Come on. Okay, Conjuration Immunity, while I'm thinking about it. Adept Conjuration. That could prove important even in this very fight. Yeah, what do we got? Come on. Oh, I see. We get ghostly haldirs and then real haldir. Got the general idea, anyway. God, that is... I mean, that's half, but so much less magicka. Excellent. Haldir's staff, which I remember being valuable. Chills. It's technically within my worth it calculation. Incidentally, when I talk about worth it as far as weight to value ratio, I'm looking for at least 10 times its weight in gold value. Being well aware that I won't get that much, but that's kind of what I'm aiming for as far as, say like this is just barely over that 140, but it is within the limit, so I tend to just grab stuff until I need to start dropping it. But obviously things like gems, scrolls, that sort of thing are high on my list, because they weigh almost nothing and are worth a great deal. Anything over here before I grab the chest? Jewelry as well, obviously, worth a fair amount in relation to its weight. But see, like, the steel armor here isn't even, like, that 275 looks enticing, but when you're looking at 35 weight, I would want at least 350 if I were gonna pick it up. So, we leave that where it's sitting. Iron Warhammer, it's even worse. Anything here? I don't think so. Alright. I think we're good. And over to the chest. Roaring Stone. Excellent. Orcus Shield, well within that value. Vulcan Stone. Nice. Cool. And open the trapdoor and try not to fall all the way down. This is much kinder than that one in Dark Souls 2. Alright, and back out. If there's anybody in chat who's had a song stuck in their head for the past week, what are you, cycling on repeat? Mine has been Etta James, Damn Your Eyes. Specifically the version sung by a young woman who was a contestant on The Voice for her blind audition. That was fucking amazing. Alright. And fast travel to Solitude. Nope. Wrong buttons. There we go. Okay. Where does that leave us gold-wise? $13.31. Not enough to even get a single level of training from Gerard.
Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has gone on for hundreds of years.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
Yep, I am super exciting. I'm definitely not in any way related to the reason that dragons are taking over your homeland. Which, to be clear, not my fault, but still. Hey,
You
man.
have a smile on you, friend.
I have good news. God, he's nicer than I am when I wake up.
At last. I have searched for this drum for 20 years. The college treasury is a bit thin right now. But I can show you
Alright.
some tricks I learned from my days with the army.
You there. Have you performed your first exercises today?
Yes, lady.
Okay, so that's all combat increases.
Yes, well, see that you keep at it.
And knowing the answer, I still... Ooh, smithing to 40 is actually good.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Yeah, okay. Don't have enough. Which is a shame, because I really would like to kick that over to 60.
Your solo performance is about a week.
I think I'll just go to Whiterun to sell stuff. Oh, this
I've
guy.
been looking for you.
Yeah.
A letter. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Oh, is this, from... What's her name? Oh, no. Oh, and I haven't seen the cultists from the Dragonborn DLC start popping up yet, but theoretically I should have triggered those as well. Or maybe I need to go see the Greybeards first. I don't know. Not sure. Alright. And there we go.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. I don't claim to be the blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Alright. Can sell that because I've already got the enchantment. Can sell the arrows because this is explicitly not a playthrough in which I'm allowed to touch a bow. You know, Haldir's staff? Sure. Ooh, pardon me. Elven shield, fur bracer, side armor, leather helmet, orcish shield. Robes of Eminent Conjuration. I'm assuming I can't break those down, or I would have done so. Scale braces of lockpicking. Silver amethyst ring. Again, I assume that I've got that, but I'd like to double check before I get rid of it. Potions, anything interesting? I'm starting to get to the point where I'll need to pare down the potions I've got on me, but I'm not there yet. Agrius's journal I don't care about. Spell Tome Raise Zombie I'm good on. And yeah, I will need to swing by my house to
Don't forget.
drop off my Dragonbone stuff, but that did get me enough to go get that one level of speech training. This is incidentally for those who are just watching now and haven't been prior to this. This is a very cash poor run.
I prefer to be near
I'm doing my damnedest to get training as regularly as possible. And I'm focusing heavily on speech just because that's a slow one to level, and the more I do it, the more my stuff is worth when I sell it. Okay, Gerard, where would you be? There we are.
Divine smile. Well, you've come to the right place.
I certainly have. Excellent. Could get another. Might as well. And back over to speech. We up the base level, make selling prices 25% better, next rank 30% better. And I think that's everything we need to do, because I've got the Rich Merchants mod, so none of this is helpful. Bribery, persuasion, and intimidation are potentially relevant, but not something I'm as interested in pouring points into as, like, alchemy. Conjuration, obviously, I'd like to get to the point where I can do Master Conjuration and Twin Souls, because two Dremora Lords are stupidly powerful. Destruction, obviously I'd like to get an additional level in Augmented Shock, as that is primarily what I'm doing damage-wise, if not exclusively. I don't use runes, so that's of no value to me. Adept Expert and Master Destruction would all be good. And then basically the entire enchanting tree is good for me. Though I clearly haven't done much with it. And then smithing also will be valuable, though currently most of my smithing is going to come from jewelry. So I don't actually need to progress that tree at the moment. I will eventually obviously want to up it for the purpose of making a full set of dual enchanted Dragonbone armor, but we're a ways off of that. So let me drop off the Dragonbones and Scales back home, and then we will continue on. Okay. And let me double check my enchanting table while I'm here, see if I can disenchant anything on me. Okay, no, so I can sell those two when I get around to it. And then I got two places I need to hit in the house. One to store the crafting materials, one to store the alchemy materials. Probably offload the Ruby Dragon Claw. That seems superfluous to have on my person, given that I've been through that dungeon. Where would I put it, though? I mean, it literally doesn't matter, because I'm not going back through that dungeon. But I'd like to have some way to find it, should I feel a need. I guess this chest right here for now. And if I decide I care about doing something with it later, or downloading a mod where you can keep all the claws, I can do that then. And then... is the alchemy up here or down? Yeah, it's here. Okay. There's my satchel. There's my ingredients. And actually, you know, let's do stuff. Let's make stuff. Let's see. Can I up alchemy at all before I start this? Because if I can, I would prefer to make more powerful potions. Okay. I will put that point in, because I'm honestly probably going to just do the whole tree here at some point. And if they're more powerful, they should be worth more, and the value of the potion that you make is directly related to the, ooh, no extra effects there. There we go. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what the, like, super valuable ones are. Let's see. If I go to all, I know that Dragon's Tongue, Nightshade, and Deathbell are good in conjunction. No? What are the fucking... Alright, sorry, I gotta look something up real quick. Let's see. I see Nordic Barnacle, Salmon Roe. Do I have any Salmon Roe? I don't. Plus garlic. Damn. There's a link to a thing, but it's 5 years dead. Wheat plus Giant's Toe plus Creep Cluster. I think I have all of those things. Okay, only enough for one, but yeah, that's pretty potent. Let's see what else we got. Step plus one, obviously. Blue Mountain Flower plus Hanging Moss plus Hagraven Feathers. Pretty solid. Fire salts I'm not using yet, so creep cluster, scaly phyllosia, and giant's toad. Nope, don't have that. Blue mountain flower, hanging. Hey, disconnect number 2. There we go. Alright. Should have expected. Blue mountain flower plus hanging moss plus chorus eggs. Sure. Scaly phyllosia plus taproot plus creep cluster. I'm out of creep cluster, so I can't do that. Hanging moss plus blue flower. All right. Frost salts plus moon sugar plus taproot. I don't think I have any frost salts. I do not. Scaly foliata plus taproot plus jasby grapes. Sure. Swamp fungal pod plus imp stool. All right. Dragon's tongue plus fly mancha plus troll fat. I don't know if I have troll fat. A little bit. Let's see. Luna Mothwing plus chorus eggs. I believe I'm out of chorus eggs, yes. Canis root plus Imp Stool or Swamp Fungal Pod? I definitely have Imp Stool. Hanging Moss plus Pine Thrush Egg plus Spider Egg. I think I'm out of Hanging Moss. Yes, I am. Dwarven Oil plus Taproot plus Dragon's Tongue. I think I think I had a little Taproot. I'm out. Yes. Hanging Moss is required for the next two. Nightshade plus Chicken's Egg. Do I have a Chicken's Egg? Maybe. Nope, nothing under C at all. Glow Dust plus Spider Egg plus Hanging Moss. Dwarven Oil plus Salt Pile plus Grass Pod. Do I have Dwarven Oil? I do not. Lavender plus Garlic plus Vampire Dust. I think I have all those things. Looks like I have a fair number. Excellent. Pardon me, my mother is texting me. Let's see. Don't have that. Deathbell and Large Antlers? No large antlers. The Mirror's Rot plus Nordic Barnacle. Yeah, I was pretty sure I was out of Nordic Barnacle. A fair amount of the Mirror's Rot, though. Do I have a River Betty? No. Glow Dust plus Spider Egg. I can make one of those. Let's see what else. I don't think I have any saber cat teeth. Nope. Orange dartwing and slaughterfish egg. I have slaughterfish scales, evidently no eggs. Frost Miriam and Purple Mountain Flower. I know I have both of those. Dragon's Tongue and Fly Matcha, which I think I have a fair number of both. Fire Salt I'm not using. I think I may be out of things that I have. No, Dragon's Tongue, Void Salt, Thunder Cotton I think I've got. Garlic and either juniper berries or moon sugar. Alright. I see. There must be no one watching because the fucking bots are back trying to get me to buy more viewers. Which, again, is of no value to a guy who isn't currently making money and would prefer that his content be, you know, streamer to chatter, like a back and forth. Doesn't really matter if I've got the numbers if nobody's actually engaging. And I'll ban that one, but it shouldn't be showing up in the chat anyway, because it's flagged as a possible ban evader, because it's just a copy-paste message. I apologize if my energy is a little low this evening. I'm just realizing it's been a long day. I mean, fuck, it's been a long 3 months, but Tundra Cotton plus Bleeding Crown. Damn. I guess not. Oh no, Bleeding Crown, there we are. I was like, I'm pretty sure I've got some. Just figure out how the alphabet works and we'll be good. Alright. Canis Root, which I think I'm out of. Yes. Bone meal plus blisterwort plus troll fat. I don't have any troll fat. Elves ear plus fire salt. Again, I'm not using the fire salt. Dragon's tongue plus tundra cotton plus scaly. I think I burned through all the. Oh no. Tundra Cotton and what was Dragon's Tongue? Take what we can get, I suppose. Slaughterfish scales plus thistle branch. Uh, And that's everything on the list that I can access rapidly anyway. So, quit alchemy, put all of our ingredients back here. Really sort of wish that there was a just move category. Now, a man who was playing this less casually would figure out a way to farm the best ingredients from that set and set up a whole pipeline, but I am generally not that guy, particularly given that I am just playing this through casually. And this is about to get me a fair amount of money. Just gonna travel to the market in Solitude. Sell the potions, and hopefully...
What are you doing that for? You're a traveler, correct? Have you been... Wonderful. My daughter Fura was assigned to White... I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Oh, that's very sweet of you.
Noted.
Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
Okay. Excellent. That she is running out of gold is definitely a positive. This, by the way, is why I have the Rich Merchants mod, because doing this with a merchant with like 1,000 or 1,500 gold is a fucking nightmare.
Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
I'll keep it in mind. Okay. And then I'll just swing up to the smith here.
What could it mean? Return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that on?
Fancy robes. The finest weapons and armor.
Basic potions. There we are. And that is all the stuff I made, but that pulled us around about 14,000 gold. Which should allow me to go get some more speech training, and so continues the cycle. Now I could invest that gold in, like, getting out of their house, but honestly I've got the one, and that's probably going to be my go-to base, since we're playing Skyrim, not Fable. I can't, you know, rent the houses out. So, no real value to me in having more than one that has all of the crafting stuff available in it. Now, of course, there would be value in knowing where Gerald Germain is. Could be actually important to what I'm doing. He generally hangs out on the first floor. I'm just gonna pass some time. I know that he can be drinking in the Winking Skeever, but...
You and me, we're the only people around.
Yeah, Viarmo, you keep telling yourself that. Come on. Where are we, Gerard? This would be easier if you'd just tell me. Oops. No, 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 no. I didn't mean to press that button. For those who are following this, you know, months or years down the line, no, I still haven't gotten my Xbox controller working, which is why I keep pressing the wrong buttons here. And by haven't gotten it working, I mean I still haven't figured out where the dongle is for my 360 controller to plug in. Which is a real shame, because, God, I would be handling the controls better if that were the case. Not that I'm like a fucking pro gamer or anything, but I would at least not be randomly shouting in the middle of the room.
Anything a big, strong man can do for you this fine day?
Nothing. Hey, Gerard, where the fuck are you?
Pardon
Yes.
me, but I trust you've
Ha
been
ha
working on your
ha ha
poem on the classical heroes of Skyrim, yes?
Yes,
I
sir,
hear
Professor
him.
Germain. It's a war epic about Cold Mercular's last stand.
I'm sure it will be fine. Just don't be late.
Ha 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 ha.
Divine
Hey.
Smile. Well, you've come to the right place.
Excellent. Then we level, which may be 2 levels. Yeah, we'll go health. Okay, now it's 1. And then we see how much more speech training we can afford. I think it's 3. 4. I will take it. Speech level 69. Nice. We are good to go. Okay.
I like your robes. Are you a sorcerer from the college?
I always get paranoid when the birds fly over because I think it's a fucking dragon. Alright. Let's see. I leveled once there. which gives me a perk to play with. I need one more level in alchemy before I can take the next alchemist perk. Though I could take any of these, though I would like to actually save that perk for getting my destruction to adept. Point of fact, I won't have the gold for it, but I would like to see if the mages are carrying the higher level destruction spells, because I'm still using an apprentice level 1. And it would be nice to upgrade if possible.
Continues to struggle with wards.
Where
Practice?
is... Okay, it's not that side, it's the other side.
Is that what understands?
I'm looking for Feralda.
You know, Cesardo will be better.
Feralda is the one that both trains in destruction and sells destruction spells. I think... right there.
Mirabelle
Excellent.
does a fine job as master. I think you'd better go see Mirabelle Irvine.
Thank you.
Take a look.
It's in a book, reading Rainbow. I can't... let's see. Okay. That's approaching enough. And we determined that yes, in fact, I was fine to sell both of those. So yes, I can afford Chain Lightning. Hooray. Now, that is going to be a huge investment in Magicka until I hit level 50, which is fine, because I'm just about to do that. Oh, gotta read the book first. Order of Operations. Order of Operations. Chain Lightning. Favorite. I never use Ice Spike. That can probably come off the list. Yeah. Well, God. I know it works, like it counts as better for leveling, but until I can make that half cost, that's gonna be significant downgrade as far as damage. Hey, the Snowberries grew back. I'm not the Archmage yet, so I can't plunder that group of ingredients, but I can steal all the Snowberries from out front. Incidentally, for anyone who, enjoys Skyrim, but doesn't really know much about Snowberries, they are poisonous, so be careful with that one. Don't just, go eat them. Recommend against that. Come on. Come on. Have enough magic for either. Could be a problem. Oh, what am I? No, not fast healing, just healing. Gonna switch back to lightning bolt for what I would hope are obvious reasons. Come on. Yeah, my Atronach is dead. Ow. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. One more. Okay, 2 more. Win. Also, ouch. I won, but at what cost? Just all of my flesh. I'll do my best. Also, I have to talk to you about the Augur of Dunling. So yeah, chain lightning is power hungry, which we knew, but Jesus.
That's nothing you need to concern yourself with. Very well. It's not something
Hey,
often
speech
discussed,
70,
as it might
nice.
be. The Augur is down in the middle, below the college. I don't recommend going down there unless it's absolutely necessary.
Noted, thank you. Obviously I'm going down there, but still, appreciate the warning. Nice.
Mine is not a pop.
Sorry, someone
Like it or
texted
not,
me.
this
My
college
mother
has a
again.
direct influence on the public's impressions of magic and those that use it.
Shit. Just a moment. Okay. There is an enchanting table around here. Honestly, it would probably be faster to go to my home base. But whatever. I assume I stopped to loot the dragon. I did. Yeah, okay. Nice. Sorry, my mother had questions, and I will be right back up on the mic in a second. Alright. Hey Sabos, sorry about the mess. We'll call that my bad. And let's see, I was one level of training short, but you know what, whatever, I'll go get some training and some shit I don't care about, just because it's valuable overall. I'll get trained by someone at the companions. Sorry, my mother has many questions. Sorry. Her question requires a slightly longer answer. Alright. She very kindly said she was, putting together a food order for pickup tomorrow, and asked if I wanted anything. And I am just about out of the glazed pecans I have, which are a little expensive, but they tend to last me long enough that I don't feel too bad about it. So I said those and some cheese, and she was like, what kind of cheese? And wanted, like, a bunch of details, so it took me a moment to get back to her. Let's see, let's just make it daytime. Because theoretically I can get training from almost anyone here.
We Grey Maids have been feuding with the Battle Boys for years.
Nope.
Are you looking
There's
for
no
help with
more
something?
bitter enemy than
It's a
an
busy
old
time.
friend.
Don't let them in. I'll
Yeah,
show
I'll
you
do.
what I know.
Alright.
Until next time.
That is a skill that I explicitly can't use this run, but that's fine. Destruction's about halfway to 50, so we're getting there. But I do have 2 perks to increase now. This I should worry about, and then I'll probably go the light armor tree just to get to the dragonsmithing. And because I don't tend to wear heavy armor. Like, I'm currently doing glass cannon things in a robe, but once I've got dual enchanting and high level alchemy up and running, I can make a full set of dragon scale armor that once I've got enchanting and alchemy high enough, I can actually make all destruction casting free, which is fun. I did once actually do a mage build that restoration was 100% free, so I could sit there with a ward up and like for an unlimited amount of time and not lose any magic. I think it was like it cost 104% less to cast. I don't know if I was technically supposed to be gaining magic, but obviously the meter was just full. What do we got over here? Find the source of power in Ragnvald. I got nothing on this side of the map. Not that I'm opposed to it, I just don't think I'm doing it right now. So... Gonna not do that. We're gonna... Do I care about any of this? Do I care about any of this? Could do that. Yeah, sure. It's just a bounty, but also... I can just take their gear and sell it, which is fine. And it should get me enough to up my destruction, which is the other thing that I'm focused on at the moment. Okay, what if... Oh, okay, top left. That's close enough. I don't know what's unfriendly, but I'm gonna send my buddy to check it out. Whatever it was seems to have lost interest. Or not. Could be wrong. Maybe. Gotcha. Leith is proving. If I read that, does it give me anything? Yes. That's one of the Daedra quests. And one of the ones that I think you can fuck up if you're not doing, if you're going for all the achievements, because there's 2 that I recall Daedric artifacts that you can destroy rather than taking, and I believe that's one of them. I think Vermina's the other one, though there is still a glitch that if you screw up one of them, you can get 2 Daedric artifacts out of another quest, out of the Hircine quest. So there are technically 16 on offer, even though you kind of have to do a end run around the game to get one of them. Okay. Really gotta join the Dark Brotherhood just to get a horse. Because Shadowmere was crossbred with a mountain goat. And is better at this than I am. No. I wouldn't worry about it. Apparently they're worried about it. Nice. Have fun with that. I've had one, yes. But what about second Astronaut? Or second astronaut, whatever. Should probably focus on destruction. I was eyeballing it for the past, like, 15 minutes, going, you know, it's probably going to cut out again soon. Waited till I looked away. Alright. Ooh. Apparently he was on a cliff's edge when I dropped him. Okay. Okay. So. I know I started the stream late. I'm probably going to wrap up around the normal time. I'm just very tired today. I apologize for that, but, I'm just having difficulty maintaining a level of energy that I'd like to express on this channel. Not that there aren't people who are fine tuning in for very chill streams, which I tend to think of myself as for the most part. But I also don't want to be just sort of droning into the mic in a way that is soporific for the viewer. Unless that's what people are looking for. Hell, if I can sell my voice as a soporific, it's fucking... mine is the pleasure. People do ASMR. Do they do, like, fucking... knock you unconscious speech? Because I will get into that. I know I'm having more trouble sleeping the past few months, assuming others are like me. I could maybe, just get into the knock people out with my voice market. Come on. Maybe. Alright. Dalmore Embassy, I should kill some people. Alright. Okay, that is the one that the full quest takes place at later. So I can kill some people there later. They just deserve it so much, you know? There's also, as I recall, a Thalmor encampment down by the coast here. Like a full castle. But I don't remember where, and I don't think I'm worried about doing all that tonight. Though, wouldn't object, just because, as I recall, they wear either elven or glass armor, depending on your level. Okay, we're just back at Solitude here. And that being the case, we're gonna travel to there, just down the hill, and then make our way down to the port.
A dragon has attacked White.
Oh yeah.
How could mere men bring down such a beast?
By being fucking awesome. I was there. I know that this is the site of at least one of the Thieves Guild quests. There we go.
You're the new member of the companions. So you what?
I mean, at this point in my journey with companions, yeah, pretty much. Let's see. No, honestly, I could just travel overland, discover some stuff. That way I can level my destruction and conjuration more rapidly. See? Destruction. I am unstoppable. I am a god of lightning. And cooked crabs. I do still think it's a shame that you can't get cooked meat by killing enemies with fire, a la Minecraft. Because that's genuinely funny, the whole conveyor belts that people would make of, like, chickens over lava with a thing to collect the roasted chicken nearby. I was always impressed by that. I still remember relatively early on after Minecraft's release, someone went and made a functioning computer out of redstone. And even at the time, I was like, that's cool, but it feels like a step backwards, right? Like, it's cool that you've made a computer in the computer, but we're already like it is really cool that it allowed you to do that. But that seems like so much time. But, I mean, presumably he knew vastly more about computing than I did, so it was a quicker process than it would have been had I tried to figure that shit out. I'm good at lots of things. Math is not generally high on that list. I'm actually pretty great at math, up through like an 8th grade level, but hit me with algebra or anything above that and I start to run into trouble. D&D math, I'm awesome. Much beyond that, I have trouble. Which is part of it. I mean, I'm having a little trouble keeping up with all of the economic fuckery that's going on with the current administration, because I understand the basics of global economics. I mean, clearly better than the average fucking Trump voter, but I also am aware that there's a lot going on there that I don't understand, and that obviously nobody in the administration understands. But it means that I am having to sort of learn on the fly to keep up with the amount of damage that's actually taking place. Which isn't the way I'd prefer to spend my days, you know? It's enough to make a man miss Joe Biden, wake up, and have boring news. You know what I had to read about the president most days when Biden was in office? Absolutely nothing, and it was great. Starting a new movement. Make politics boring again. Though, to be honest, that's part of the problem. Was we had so little engagement from the average person because politics was allowed to be boring for so long. And the education system came under attack as far back as the 70s. So between the two, people just have no fucking idea what's going on politically, geopolitically, economically. Which means that we're all stuck dealing with trying to A, keep up with what's going on ourselves, and B, inform ignorant people who genuinely believe they know what they're talking about, but clearly got all their information from memes on, I guess we'll go with Facebook. Though honestly, I mean, I don't want to say Facebook just to dunk on boomers. Like, this is a genuine problem of, like, Russian and Chinese misinformation, as well as, you know, homegrown, on shit like TikTok. And people are... I mean, people did this in my generation, too. They get a bunch of news from memes, and it's so weird to me. Because my generation was the one, growing up, we were told by boomers, like, hey, don't trust everything you read on the internet. And it's been just this incredibly weird experience to watch all those same people get taken in by memes with no sources online. Particularly those of us who grew up in that era. But I think at some level, it just speaks to the power of confirmation bias. Like, generally speaking, they believe the memes because the memes say things that they either already believe or are more inclined to believe to be true. Whether that's, you know, dunking on immigrants or whatever else. And, like, I understand that other countries deal with misinformation campaigns, but the removal of the fairness doctrine back in, I want to say, the late 70s, was one of the first steps into this mess. Just because they could get away with no longer accurately reporting facts, and mostly got away with outright lies for a long time. But if anybody ever asks you, like when you say, hey, Fox News is not a reliable news source, remind them that Fox News paid out $778 million in a defamation case against Dominion voting machines. And it was a defamation case. So, if what they had been saying was true, that's an absolute defense against defamation in the United States. So, had anything they had been spewing been true, they wouldn't have paid a penny. And recently, I think Newsmax paid out like $40 million in the same case. I mean, obviously different cases, but the same thing. So it does help to have things like that on your side. I also recognize that people who are that lost in the sauce, just sometimes you can't save them. Which always hurts if it's a relative. I will say I'm exceedingly lucky in that my immediate family are all pretty stringently anti-Trump. What am I even looking at here? These bandits, guards, Thalmor, necromancers, got it. But I definitely have members of my extended family that are in there, which is disappointing, because, I mean, I've talked about this before, but, like, the whole idea that they aren't all evil on a micro scale, it's more that they're okay with evil on a macro scale. Like, these are people who, if you were in trouble, like, would give you the shirt off their back. Like, if you know them, they're incredible people. But, if you don't know them, say, hypothetically, you're an immigrant to the country, your problems don't really register with them. They are capable of empathy at an arm's length. And I think that is sort of the basis of modern conservatism, though to be clear, this is not a modern problem. A reporter at Nuremberg during the trials there post-World War II basically said the only thing that all of the Nazis on trial had in common was a lack of empathy. So it's basically what it takes for this sort of fascism to take root is just a lack of empathy, which is really unfortunate because apparently that's a whole lot of this country. The real question to me is, like, what's the fix, right? Because fascism eats itself. And not all of us are going to be alive by the time that this wave dies down. I mean, people are going to die from this. Specifically, you know, kids whose parents don't vaccinate them, and the kind of idiots that are going to take health advice from RFK Jr. That's the thing that kills me, right, with anti-vaxxers, is, like, if you wanted to do this shit to yourself, that's one thing, but, like, your parents probably vaccinated you, you're just not vaccinating your child, which is fairly inexcusable to me. Especially, like, I get that if you see vaccine misinformation online, like, that it could be a scary thing to give to your kid, but also, the actual basis of any of the, like, autism claims comes from one guy who was trying to sell his own fucking vaccine. Man by the name of Andrew Wakefield, who was basically trying to discredit the MMR, measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine to sell his own, like, separate vaccines, which were completely superfluous at the time because the MMR existed. So he went out on a limb and was like, hey, these 12 patients, collectively, which was the whole study, to be clear, like, these 12 patients have a correlation between vaccination and autism. Now, to be clear, this study has since been discredited, the author has since been discredited, and had his medical license revoked. Now he still shills anti-vax bullshit to people down in, I want to say, Texas. Dude got himself a mansion based on all the people that are buying his books and shit, but all of those, like, autism related to vaccination claims were from one guy who was trying to shill his own product and is no longer a medical doctor because of it. And, I mean, I could continue. To be perfectly honest, if you're looking for a really good deep dive on this, H-Bomber Guy made a video years ago on the subject that really, really covers it well. But it is truly incredible to me how much damage that one has stemmed from that one study, including, like, Jenny McCarthy pushing those claims. Like, it just, So much damage that didn't need to be done, basically. Oh, I did hit Destruction 50. Fucking awesome. Felt like I should have. And now I can equip Chain Lightning. But yeah, sorry, my point was, fascism eats itself. It can't not. Fascism requires an enemy, they pick minorities, they go from one to the next. But eventually they run out and start going after their own people. Now, I think the quickest way for the current crop of fascists to fall apart will be if someone kills Trump. Or he's old and fat. There are a lot of old people and a lot of fat people. There are not a lot of old fat people. Like, if he just dies of natural causes, same effect. In fact, probably better effect, because there won't be any implicit martyrdom of Trump. Hey, yes, Chain Lightning. We're discussing very not Skyrim topics, but yes, I did just hit level 50 destruction, so I can now cast Chain Lightning at half cost, which is really nice, because, god, Chain Lightning at full cost is really energy hungry. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah? Really? Oh. I thought he was summoning.
Mine's playing tricks on me.
Yep, probably.
Mine's playing tricks on me.
Yeah, where are we? Certainly seems to be the case.
Is someone there? Is someone there?
Just getting jumpy, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Nothing to be worried about, I'm sure. Alright. Oh, did you see, we're delaying our tariffs by 90 days? You know who I bet isn't? The rest of the world. I mean, talk about blatant market manipulation. Yes, the bond market was collapsing. People were selling off bonds in droves. And Trump posted a great time to buy on Truth Social, like, just before, oh, nice. Just before announcing it, presumably to give cover to the, all the people doing the insider trading. I mean, don't get me wrong, subtlety's never been a skill that this administration's had, but Jesus. Is DJT, is that his, like, meme coin, or is that, like, a stock that's something else? I try and keep up with it all, but God. Oh, Truth Social, okay. I thought everyone jumped off board on that one. Like, everybody was eyeing when to, successfully pump and dump once it was legal. Though, I mean, I'm sure he got a ton of foreign investments, quote-unquote investments. Certainly not bribes to the President of the United States, once he was confirmed to be going back into office. From, you know, Saudis, Russians, etc. Felt like overkill. Okay. Nothing valuable in terms of the books. See, that one had a nice cover. I thought it might be valuable. Did you see the head of ICE talking about how deportation should be like Amazon Prime for people? If that ain't Nazi shit, I don't know what is, but it's all Nazi shit, so... I don't even know if that is Gnome cosplay. I think he's just a fucking Nazi. Like, I don't... as well as Tom Homan, the border czar, saying, Alright, Mike, disconnected. Give me a second. Sorry, so Gnome is engaging in ice cosplay. Gotcha. Didn't Dr. Phil also, like, go on an ice raid in Chicago or some shit? I vaguely remember this happening, like, in the early weeks. Oh yeah, I mean, all kinds of dumb shit. It's hard to keep up with all of it. What? You're not allowed to heal, that's my thing. Yeah? Can I not? He keeps healing. I'm pretty sure we decided that was not allowed. I responded that to a comment on Reddit like a couple months ago. It's like, didn't Trump say X? I'm like, I don't know, man. It's been a long fucking decade. It's hard to keep up with all of it. Like, it sounds correct, but also I don't have a source, so... Hey, Giant's Toe. That is excellent for potions. Specifically, Giant's Toe Wheat, something else is like the most valuable potion in the game. We were doing a bunch of alchemy earlier. I think I got to like just shy of 40. Yeah. Oh, did you see, speaking of ICE doing Gestapo shit, did you see that the lawyer for the student who was, nabbed for, pro-Palestinian or anti-Israeli protesting, on his way back, the lawyer, on his way back from a family vacation, got, grabbed by ICE in an airport, and they tried to force him to open his phone, to get at confidential information. Yeah. I can send you an article later if you're interested. Though I will totally understand if you're not interested, because frankly, keeping up with it all is not great on the mental health. I'm really approaching that weight limit here, and here I go over it. And what do we have to drop? Any apparel that would be good? Yeah, sure. Oh, I do need to go sell that because it's fucking heavy. It's worth a lot, but it's heavy. Someone commented about the Fourth Amendment was dead. I mean, yeah. That's been a since the Patriot Act thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I share that person's concern, but it's nice that they're catching up with the rest of us, I suppose. What was the Patriot Act? 03? 02 or 03, somewhere in there. Even before that, drug testing student athletes. I mean, there was that. There was the Terry stop and frisk in specifically New York. The NYPD was very well known for doing racialized stops. Just basically using that power to discriminate. Which is why Terry stop and frisks were made illegal for a while. I think they stayed that way, but there was definite talk about bringing them back. I didn't even have a quest here, I just came across it and decided to see what was up. I was nearby on a quest to just pick up a bounty, but...
Yes?
I agree. I was talking last stream, I think, about how Skyrim is one of those perfect ADHD games that, like, will eat your life if you let it, but one of the best parts of the gameplay loop is starting something with a plan and then 12 hours later having accomplished nothing towards that plan and not being mad about it. Like, you had a really good time getting not whatever you were planning to do done.
We can't afford to lose the loyalty of the ship captains. When I was a young rascal, I broke a man's arm with a single punch. Of course, I had a horseshoe hidden in my glove.
Those are College of Winterhold robes, aren't they? You and the crew of that pirate ship.
I had no idea, I just took them off a corpse.
Tidying up.
Thankfully, Jarl Elisif cares far less about your lost profits than she does about me.
Someday, I'll be a gallant heroine. You make it look so appealing.
And my profits that are paying
Noted.
more.
Hey, Falk Firebeard.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
There we are.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward.
Oh, Shadows, you've got Yasuke, you're at 32nd level, very nice. I have gotten no further in that game. Because I've been trying to figure out various things for this stream.
Please address all
I
questions
have
to the
ideas,
steward
but
before fire.
nothing that's, you know, gonna make money right now. I need to go back to that video you sent me and work on applying to a couple of those. I'm just... I don't know, there's a lot, and keeping up with everything going on is depressing enough, and trying to keep myself fed is just another layer. And watching this fucking moron crash the economy is not helping. You know, I'll probably bring your mother's laptop over tomorrow, because I actually broke that back out, even though I've got mine now, because I'm using mine for the stream setup. I pulled it for use in the game room, just to have on, you know, background noise or whatever. I also literally downloaded Steam onto it explicitly for Slay the Spire, and no other reason, because it's not like it can run basically anything else. but it can more or less handle a card game. Let's go ahead and sell a bunch of shit. Yeah, like, if I manage to figure out a way to make money online and I, you know, start doing well, I will absolutely set up a desktop in here and get, you know, pay, you know, $50,000 or whatever that's going to cost after the tariffs, and then actually use this laptop as a laptop. But for now, it's plugged into so many things that I don't like moving it. Oh, I know, and I know that you also recommended her get, like, better stuff, and she was like, no, this is good enough. And to be fair, I mean, it was, for her. Just, you and I look at it and sort of cringe a little bit at the lack of capability. Oh god, no. No, I mean, it doesn't work for me, except that I only use it in the capacity that it's capable of. And I've got the Xbox for, like, actually watching things and playing things, so I don't need the laptop to do any of that.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith.
Vampires,
Blades,
I
helmets,
did the stuff in Morthal. I haven't been attacked by the Dawnguard vampires yet, but I have started that quest. I have not had any of the cultists attack me from the Dragonborn quest, which is interesting. Because I know I'm of a level for that to have happened. I may need to meet the Greybeards first. I don't know what the actual trigger is that allows them to come into the game. Hold on to those. I've got all of those spells. Haven't been to the Greybeards yet. No. I have triggered random dragon spawns in the world. I went and did... Like, I met the Jarl and fought the first dragon, so I do have random dragons, but I still haven't been up the 7,000 steps. But I can at least now, when random dragons pop up, like, collect souls for, the various shouts out in the world that I can pick up. Oh, I don't know if Mom told you, I assume she did. I texted her I'm probably gonna be over at y'all's house at around noon tomorrow. Yeah, I kind of figured that the Greybeards were the trigger for that one, but also I'm not enormously mad about not getting attacked by cultists. Oh, you may find this fascinating. The quarries here, you know, the infinite, stone and clay, are not. I downloaded a mine, or a mod that allows me to instantly mine a source of ore, and as it turns out, those are not unlimited sources. They have 4,000 apiece. and I, with the mod, just got 4,000 immediately in the inventory. Do nothing. Which is more than you need for, like, all 3 houses, but yes, in fact, it is not an unlimited source. There is a finite amount in there. Well, yeah, I mean, you would have had no reason to. Like, the whole thing is, like, you maybe need, like, a quarter of that to outfit all 3 houses. So you would have gone and gotten whatever you needed, and there's no reason to go beyond that. Only reason I found out was because I clicked one button and got 4,000 in my inventory, and then trudged slowly over to the chest. Saber cat and pelts. I can probably just... actually, I should just convert those to leather and toss them in the chest. Because that's easy enough. Always kept your dragon bone in separate chest? I mean, it's D and it's alphabetically organized, so it's like right here. And my smithy's right here, so I never felt the need to separate it. Oh, my Dawnbreaker is very awkwardly hung on the wall, because I didn't realize this was a, like, crossed weapon rack. I really should just hang it in the entryway or something. But, I had no real reason to hold on to it for anything else. Oh, and I can store my... Oh no, I had right here. My filled soul gems I have no reason to be lugging around. Oh, I have a filled greater. Which is good, because I don't think I've even picked up the soul trap spell. I might have, but I haven't been soul trapping people, which I really need to start doing to get the enchanting started. Because the fact that I'm not using weapons in this run means that I don't have the soul trap enchantment on my right hand weapon. You know what? Dawnbreaker can go there. Yes, I do have 2 enchanting tables right next to each other. Pay them no mind. That works. Alright. do you have anything else you wanted to cover tonight, Dad? Because I am probably, having just dumped all my stuff, this feels like a good time to close out the stream. This is my usual time, or a little bit after my usual time. Okay, cool. That being the case, I'm probably going to wrap up stream here. I got started late just because I had a nap attack in the middle of the day and didn't... I slept through the alarm I have to do my... to get onto my stream. So I just woke up and hopped on a little late. I will see you around noon tomorrow. I'm going to exit on out of here and wrap up the stream. And back to there. And all your messages scroll by. And then disappear. Okay, cool. Alright, see you tomorrow. I am headed on out, and hopefully I get some sleep tonight. I've been having trouble, honestly. Just because the tree pollen has been fucking up my nose and eyes, which is just not the way I would prefer to try and sleep. Alright, I'll quit yapping. I'll see you tomorrow. Sleep well.